Sure. I went to the border, southwest border, about a month ago to see the situation at 3 land ports of entry. It was a powerful trip to see what we're asking our border agents to do to manage the influx of people presenting at and between the border situations. I think everyone on the trip felt that CPB needs more agents. However, your audit report of last week regarding CPB hiring outlines a troubling situation with planning and hiring at the agency. My first question, sir, is how best would you describe the department's response to not hiring up to the level mandated by this committee nearly 8 years ago? Apathy, confusion, good intentions overrun by other demands. How would you characterize it, sir?
I would say probably the latter. They have good intentions. They want to hire the agents. I don't think there's any desire for the department or CBP not to hire the Border Patrol and ICE officers. But there is a challenge to hiring them. There's a relatively, the number of people that are applying for the positions are not always adequate to fill all those positions. They have to have a very rigorous process of bringing them on board. We have been critical of the department and CBP specifically for not strategically addressing this issue. The report that you referred to pointed out that back in 2011, this committee demanded that they have a plan. They provided that plan to this committee in 2013. You said that that plan was inadequate, and they haven't really come up with a better plan since then, and that's pretty much what that report said, I believe. But it is a challenging situation to get those men and women to perform those functions. It's a difficult issue, and it's not an issue that just the Border Patrol and ICE has with hiring law enforcement officers. That's a government-wide problem.
Yes, sir. The fiscal 2019 statement of the managers directs CPB to brief the committees monthly on its progress toward the development of a staffing model. How confident are you that the agency is up to this task? And then as a follow-up, what questions should we be asking, sir, to keep the department on track?
I don't want to judge as to how good they're going to be able to do something that they are planning to do that we have not looked at. We have historically found that they've had challenges in this area. We've identified problems with polygraphing and making sure that they're interviewing the right individuals in the past. I would look for their metrics because often the department has had poor metrics as to evaluate how well they're doing their job. And I would hold them accountable to their metrics and try to make sure that their metrics make sense and that they're sufficient to achieve their goals.
Combining the issues in the report about hiring with the issues you highlight in the November 26th audit report about training capacity, I see that the department has had a busy year ahead to address the stated recommendations. Say CPB successfully completes a staffing by the end of the year. Other than issues of training and specific dollars for new hires, are you also looking at CPB's capabilities to successfully onboard many new agents?
The answer to that is yes. We have looked at that. We issued a report, I believe, in 2017 or 2018, addressing issues with onboarding the individuals. It's going to be a challenge. The CBP, or I'm sorry, FLETC, simply does not have the facilities or the funding to perform all the training that is required.
As a follow-up to that comment, sir, would the agency be able to successfully undertake a massive hiring effort?
They would be challenged.
Can the agency administratively field successful applicants?
They will be challenged to achieve their goals. They have not achieved their goals in the past. I believe last year was the first year that they actually had a net increase in the number of Border Patrol agents, and it's a relatively small increase, that it doesn't address the 7,500 increase that is the goal.
Thank you, General Kelly. Madam Chair, I yield back.